We now move from the family as a social foundation for formal schooling to the family and the child's classroom behavior. How does the family influence the behavior of the child in the classroom? How does where he came from, where his house, where the house or the home is located, how does it affect his behavior, his attitude in the classroom? Now, a child who came from the countryside, who live in slums, who live in ghetto, will behave differently from someone who came from a sophisticated family, elitist type of home, skilled home. Because at ghetto, the life there seems to be permissive. Everybody doing or going about doing as he or she pleases or as he likes. But the child who grows among sophisticated people, among elitist people, among people who are skilled, lawyers, doctors, and other professionals, will not behave the same way somebody from ghetto or somebody from the slums or somebody from the village or somebody from the countryside will behave. They will behave differently. So what we are now trying to say is that the location of the home also affects the child's behavior in the classroom. And the type of parents a child has also dictate the kind of behavior he or she puts on in the classroom. A child from poor home who lacks some basic necessities of life will not behave the same way with a child who is well fed, well nourished, clothed, with good shoes. He will not behave like that in the same way in the classroom. Afolayan Racing has said hunger can cause negative behavior. A child who is hungry from home, you cannot expect him to comport himself very well in the classroom. Even elders, they are ready. Even some elders, they are ready to sacrifice their dignity on the altar of their needs. So when a child is hungry and you ask him to sit down quietly, he will not sit down quietly in the classroom. So it tends to constitute the class nuisance. He will be disturbed because he's not feeling all right. And when that child, if that child is now looked upon by the children from the rich family, he feels he has the feeling of inferiority complex. He feel he's not superior. He feel those ones they are well gifted and they have more opportunity than he does. And as a result of that, they can become an isolate. He may not be mixing well with the colleagues. So that has affected his behavior. And it can also go the other way around. He may decide to impact on those colleagues that they look down upon him. In his own case, he's energetic, he's strong because he's exposed to all this suffering. So he can become aggressive. That is another reaction. He can become aggressive, and he can, because of that aggressiveness, he may be beating his colleagues, and that may become lawless and because he came from the home. So when you see someone who is misbehaving, try to probe deep into his background, who the parents are, where the house, where the home he came from, where it is located. So a child who has that inferiority complex, he becomes aggressive, or he can also become an isolate. He separates, he feels he's rejected, he feels he's rejected by the child from rich home. And also, a child from the enlightened home, the parents, they give them time to relate. The mother can share the children, they are free to relate to their mother, they are free to relate with their father. This will help them when they get to the classroom. The kind of relationship they have with their parents, they will transfer it to the teachers. So when they get to the class, any baffling questions, any questions they don't understand, they ask their teacher. And the ones that came from extremely or excessively restrictive home where you don't talk, don't do this thing, they will not be able to relate favorably in the class with their colleagues and even and with their teachers because they will lack some sense of autonomy. They will lack some sense of self discipline, self direction, self governance because the kind of freedom that was restrained or that was restricted from home will be carried to the classroom. They will not be able to have confidence in themselves. The sense of adequacy, the sense of competency will be lacking. Unlike children from sophisticated homes, from elitist homes, who share their views with their parents, who ask them questions, and who obtain readily made answers. They will be different from those people in the classroom, those people from the ghettos, and those people from poor parents, those people from unenlightened parents, because of leadership, because of leadership. So what I'm trying to say is that the kind of parents they have, the status, the social status of the parents, the economic status of the parents, the political status of the parents will affect or will determine or will influence the way they behave in the classroom. Another thing is children from poor homes, as I told you, they will they will develop inferiority complex, and they will, and because those ones who lack some basic things, when they see others being brought in plastic cars, in cozy cars, and they come, even they cannot afford shoe to buy, and their clothes are torn, they will see themselves as not as social outcasts, as unwanted in the society. So, and then another thing with the children from enlightened home is parental expectation of their future career. Parents set goals for their children. They want them to become lawyers, they want them to become doctors, they want them to become pastors, they want them to become architects, they want them to become enviable personnel. And you know, in the society, the way you earn your living is wrapped up to a certain extent in the kind of respect people give to you and what people give to your parents. So if you are a lawyer, people respect you for being a lawyer. If you are a professor, people respect you for being a professor. And if you are rich, people respect you for being a rich person. So the society actually looks down on those other privileged. So the parents now they want their children to be at the top because the more education you have, the more social status you acquire. So and those children, when you give them these goals, when you tell them you are going to become a lawyer, a doctor, they are not passive onlooker in their own progress. They are very active because you told them what you want them to become. They now strive to learn. They now strive in order to meet that expectation, in order to prove. They put more effort into their learning and into their study. And when they get to the classroom, you see the way they behave. When others are making noise, they sit down and read and read. And that is because of the parental expectation. What the parents expect them to do. They have to. We have social inheritance and we have biologically inheritance. So apart from the fact that these children will inherit some traits from their parents, they also socially they inherit some benefits. They inherit some benefits from them to in order to aid them, which will aid them to behave in certain way in the classroom. So which I mentioned the parental this thing. So, and then you see the children from poor home, the way they the way they see themselves, the way they comport themselves, and the way they are even seen by the society, which I've just mentioned now. If you are not okay, if you don't possess some of the things like wealth that the society really requires, you will be looked down upon, you will be relegated to the background. So with those ones, when you now get to the classroom and you are now you can now do you cannot cope. You cannot cope with the moral expectation of the classroom. It is because of the kind of home they came from, because of the type of parents, because of the type of the location of their home. Besides, environment also influence people's behavior. Children want to become what they see when they are going to school and when they are coming back from school. They want to see they want to become what they see around them. So people of ghetto who smoke in their home, who live carefree life, and children see them So this kind of children, they will become problem in the classroom, even they will become problem to the school. So my submission now is that the family, the home, and the family environment have great influence on the behavior of a child inside the classroom. Thank you.